I can introduce you, Sylvie Simmons. G'day, Sylvie.
Hi there, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Well, I'm smoked out in San Francisco by all the fires, but I guess you guys know how that feels. Orange skies today, very psychedelic.
Yeah. It's kind of okay. It's a scary time, isn't it? Having all the skies like that, but the locals in our area would be used to it. I mean, not used to it because we don't want to be used to it, but rather, when the fires came through in January, I was in Sydney, but people wrote to me saying the sky was black in the middle of the day, which was a bit full on. Oh no, you've got sirens as well.
Yeah, welcome to the Mission District, San Francisco. Yeah, we had that too with the black thing. When I woke up this morning, I woke up at 8 a.m. and it was so black that I thought I'd slept all the way through to 8 p.m. and missed your show.
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
You're in a good room there with lots of books. You could just hide in there for ages, right?
Another room that's full of all CDs, but it's really noisy in there because the neighbors are using power tools. So, I can't hide in my little kind of girl cave. I have to go in the work room full of books.
Yeah. I was thinking of starting with a song. I actually thought I'd start today with a Leonard Cohen song because that's how I sort of, was introduced to you with your wonderful writing about Leonard. And I thought, well, I could start with that. And then, then I've learned, I've listened to your albums now. So it's sort of a lead into your music. I'm going to play Suzanne. Cool. All right. I'll see you in a second. I can take my headphones off. Suzanne takes you down to a place near the river. You can hear the boats go by. You can spend the night beside her, and you know that she's half crazy, and that's why you wanna be there. And she feeds you tea and oranges that come all the way from China. And just when you mean to tell her that you have no love to give her, then she gets you on her wavelength, and she lets the river answer that you've always been her lover. And you want to travel with her, and you want to travel blind, and you know she will trust you. You touched her perfect body with your mind. Now Jesus was a sailor, and he sailed upon the water, and he spent a long time watching from his lonely wooden tower. And when he knew for certain only drowning men could see him, he said, all men will be sailors then, until the sea shall free them. But he himself was broken long before the sky would open. Forsaken, almost human, he sank beneath your wisdom like a stone. And you want to travel with him, and you want to travel blind, and you know you will trust him, for he's touched your perfect body with his mind. You never go, Sylvie?
Well, Suzanne takes your hand, and she leads me to her. She's wearing rags and feathers from Salvation Army countersands, and pours down like Our Lady of the Harvest, and she shows you where to look among the garbage and the flowers there are elegant and children in the morning, they are leaning out for love, and they'll lean that way forever while Suzanne holds them. And you want to travel with her, and you want to travel blind, you know you can trust her, for she's touched you perfect with her mind.
Yay! We were very tricky there, but smooth, so smooth.
Pros, true pros.
It's funny, all these little kind of clinky things I got to do for live streams, like put my headphones on and press buttons and stuff. I want it to look really like super schmicko, but you can't do anything about the button pressing. That was great.
It's always the worst when you're doing videos and you have to lean over to turn it off at the end, and you have to forget that you haven't got really, a tight button at the top that you should have had done up.
Yeah, yeah. Or like I often put on. Sometimes I put on quite a lot of makeup. It looks really glamorous from back here, but that end bit when you just lean in and there's heaps of makeup on or something. Oh, that's fun. So you got I was wondering what you'd like to play now.
I was thinking I was going to play a song. I guess it was, this is all about love songs and date songs. And this is a song that I remember playing on my guitar when I was little. And it was by Donovan. My big brother loved Bob Dylan, and so I loved Donovan as his little sister. And this song was really sweet because he was always writing these love songs to Linda, I think her name was. And she was going out with Brian Jones from the Rolling Stones. And so he did everything. He went to India. He was going all these different places where she went to try and woo her. And finally they've been married for about 500 years now. But this was one of the songs, and I don't think she could have resisted this one. It's called Catch the Wind. And I'll play it just like I used to play it on my guitar, just strumming, nothing fancy.
Yeah.
In the chilly hours and minutes of uncertainty, I long to be in the warm hold of your love in mine. Oh, to feel you all around me and to take your hand along the sand. Oh, but I may as well try and catch the wind. When sundown pales the sky, I wanna hide a while behind your smile. And everywhere I look, your eyes I'd find. For me to love you now would be the sweetest thing. 'Twould make me sing. Oh, but I may as well try and catch the wind. Do 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 do. When rain has hung the leaves with tears, I want you near to kill my fear, to help me to leave all my blues behind. For standing in your heart is where I want to be, and long to be. Oh, but I may as well try and catch the wind. Oh, but I may as well try and catch the wind.
It's so beautiful, isn't it? When you said you were going to play that, I was like, oh, like you said about learning it. Like I remember learning that as a kid, and just like I love that song. It's so pretty, isn't it?
It really is. It's just so heartfelt,
Yeah,
it tugs at your heart, and it's got one of those kind of like little sort of teenage passion things going.
yeah. The yeah, and it's like it's it's got a little lament at the end, but it's pretty hopeful.
One in the end, and they really, really did do a good job of pursuing her. You're hanging out with Maharishi in India when she was up there with the Rolling Stones and the
Yeah,
Beatles.
he's persistent. Who is this woman? Goodness gracious.
This wonderful man who was really like that, as opposed to, hey, you want to go to the pub later? Drinks are on you.
Yeah. Oh, I I oh yeah. It's funny when you wrote that you might play that one today. I was thinking of other songs that would go alongside of it, but actually, Streets of London came to mind, but it doesn't really fit with our love song theme. But um,
It's
I
definitely a song of that era, though. I always like associate that now with every busker that you see in London outside one of the tube stations. So I've become a little allergic to that.
yeah. I did think of I thought of a song that I'd played at I'm trying to turn it up a little. I thought of a song that I played at a wedding a few years ago. My friend Brett Winifred asked me to sing a Beatles song at his wedding, and he did alter the lyrics a little, and I actually never learnt the other lyrics, so I've only learnt the slightly altered ones that are maybe slightly more positive that Brett gave to me. But it's just a tiny song, "I Will" by the Beatles. I,
I love it.
I think that goes alongside "Lovely Donovan," doesn't it? All right, I'll talk to you in a second. All right.
Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I love you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. For if I ever saw you, I didn't catch your name, but it never really mattered. I will love you just the same. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. And then at last I found you, and your song, it filled the air. Sing it loud so I can hear. Make it easy to be near. For the things you do endear you to me. Oh, you know I will. I will. Do 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 do. La 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 la.
Oh. Oops. Got you there.
Well, that was lovely. I love that.
It's so pretty, isn't it? It's just such a little tiny beauty.
It's one of those little thickies, like a little cherry.
Yeah. Um. So we get to hear some of your songs now, don't we?
Ooh, well, it's funny with the second album of mine. There's a lot more instruments than on the last one. So this for
Mm-hmm.
me, I've been hearing all the arrangements, and in my mind, I'm smiling. Hearing the piano in the background, and kind of Leonard Cohen flamenco guitar here and there, and it's
Yeah.
just good. So you won't hear that. You'll just have to like stick it on YouTube or something. Or imagine or put in
Yeah.
your own thing. But yeah, I can see like the opening track on the album. Sorry about the playing with my nose. It's not like lines of white powder on the desk. It's got this smoke everywhere that's seeping into it.
Yeah.
It's like living with somebody who smokes a hundred cigarettes a day, making the outside world inside. But
Oh,
this is the first song that I wrote for this second album, and it's also the opening track on the album. It's called Keep Dancing, but it's not really a cover song particularly. It's a love song. It's really means a lot. So I do my best.
cool. I'll put you on.
Oh, the man said you were dancing with no shoes on, amid the broken glass and the dark shit and cigarettes, laughing and shuffling from tree to tree, dancing your way to me. Keep dancing, keep dancing. Oh, I've been wrong so long, it felt so right. The sun was shining and it was sweet, watching the ladybugs climb up a blade of grass and balance on top of a dewdrop, swaying in the breeze like they were floating on a fish dancing, keep dancing, do 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 do. Turn to lick the salt from your skin. Run to the river and all jump in. City dizzy with flashing light. Don't know if it's day or night. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Keep dancing. Keep dancing. But the man said you were dancing with no shoes on, amid the broken glass and the dark shit and cigarettes, laughing and shuffling from tree to tree, dancing your way to me. Keep dancing. Keep dancing. Keep dancing.
woo. It's so fun of being on here together. We can clap each other. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's a beauty. I've been listening to your record as I drive in. When I drive my girls into school in the morning, it's about half-hour drive in and out. So I've been listening, and it's so lovely. That song is lovely, but it's lovely just like that too. It's so pretty, lovely song. Yeah, yeah. It's so when you were playing that, I kept seeing all the blossomy trees on the side of the road.
Hearing the piano in the background, and for me it's kind of, it turned itself into like almost a little kind of Paris song. Yeah, I can imagine a kind of a Parisian sitting there with a glass of wine, that kind of that almost cool jazz kind of thing going on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It just turned into something like different from the original story about the man who was in the urban park that had detritus, shall we say. In America, you're not allowed to say the word after dog that I just used. So it's kind of difficult.
Oh, yeah. Actually, can I ask a favour? So, if you could go a little bit forward.
Oh, sure. Far away.
Yeah, just for talking. Yeah, when you sing, it's really clear, but it got a little bit quiet there, so I got to hear all the secret bits.
And I project a bit more.
Yeah, me too.
All in there that makes it sound louder.
Yeah.
Funny, and it was kind of a romantic song, even though the idea of the words of this person dancing amongst a broken glass and the cigarette ends and the dog shit. And it's funny in the US, because you're not allowed to have the second half of that word, dog shit, on the radio. It's kind of, there's a version now that has dog.
You're so hip hop, man.
Yeah, I'm just a rule breaker. What can I tell you? Me and my youth. Yeah.
Now you get to tick that explicit lyric box on the on the release.
That's on my last album. I didn't realise it. I think like English people probably like Aussies kind of do swear a bit, but don't really think of it as swearing because it's just language,
Yeah.
It's not
I'll have to think of. I'll play one of my songs.
Oh, please do.
This one. I guess because I was thinking of the song that I like there's the Leonard thing that's riding through all of our conversation because your wonderful book and but I don't want to talk about that when you write such beautiful songs separate to that. But this song, I kind of thought when I wrote it, it had some sort of Leonardness to it. Not really, but but sort of. It was like. I remember trying to think how on earth does a woman write a lyric that like that, like his songs, and then I thought, well, no. I'm going to write as if I'm the woman, and then that's a better way of coming at it.
Yeah, okay, good idea.
Yeah, and I did write a song once, a very cranky song after listening to a Dylan record when not Leonard record, a Dylan record when he was sort of moaning about something. So I wrote a song back as if I was the woman going, I was there every night at 4 a.m. and you didn't come home, and it's your own fault.
I'm going to like it. I can tell I'm sinking back into my seat to enjoy it.
Cool. Okay, well, this isn't the cranky one. This one's called This Woman. All right. Oh, the guitar's a little out of tune, sorry. I'm just going to fix it quickly because I don't want to torture everybody with out of tune guitar. It's suddenly gotten hot and cold here at the same time in Candelo. So the guitar wakes up in the cold and goes... No, wakes up in the cold, and goes to sleep in the warmth. Okay. Alright. That's better. Thank you.
Very, very
It's funny when we're on these little live streams, you get to like, when we sing, we get to sort of. I mean, sometimes I try to like look at the camera and things, but now I just sort of. I sometimes peek back when I sort of disappear into the song, and then I put my headphones on.
Yeah, I find it difficult if I'm trying to like do a little kind of live video through an iPhone or something, because then I see myself and I kind of get shocked. Like,
Yeah.
in that one person audience that looks exactly like me. It doesn't
Yes. Yes.
And so there's a very strange kind of self-conscious thing going on there. What was that noise at your end?
It's a rooster.
I started to do like a Bob Dylan rooster, so that's dawn or whatever.
He's going off a little bit.
Maybe somebody crazy in the street downstairs. There's all sorts of action in San Francisco. Really beautiful thing. You could have sang along with it.
Yeah. I was saying that he's a good social distance communicator because he goes "Woo, woo, woo," and his mate over 2 kilometers away goes "Woo, woo, woo," back again, and then
In your song, like, oh, this bloody woman, this hen who's doing music, I don't know. They should just stay at home and lay eggs,
Yes. What song have you got now for us?
Oh, I'll do another cover, I think.
Yeah.
Crow will like this one. This is a song I truly, truly love. And most people, I think, know it through the video. It's a Prince song that Sinead O'Connor made her own, which is Nothing Compares to You. And it really is, it's so heartbreaking. In the video, there's a kind of tear that comes down her face. That beautiful face. And it breaks my heart. And of course, I love kind of melancholy songs. When I was a little girl, my dad wasn't a musician. I was the only person in my house that played any music, but he loved to sing old blues songs. And so he would sing like the saddest songs in the world to me. I don't know what he was expecting me to turn out. But they were so sad. I loved it. And so over my lifetime, I would seek out some of the saddest songs in the world. And this kind of was it. It's when love goes wrong after, I think, 13 days, and they've broken. And she really wants something. It's nothing to you. It's been 7 hours and 13 days since you took your love away. I go out all night and I sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you're gone, I could do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. Eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing can take away these blues, 'cause nothing compares to you. It's been so lonely without you, like a bird without a song. Nothing stops these lonesome tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? Put my arms around every boy I see. They just remind me of you. Went to the doctor, and guess what he told me? He said, girl, you gotta try and have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool, 'cause nothing compares to you. All of the flowers that we planted in the backyard, they died when you went away. I know that living with you, baby, was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try, 'cause nothing compares to you. Nothing compares to you.
Oh, it's so beautiful, and it's beautiful on the ukulele, isn't it? It's like, I liked how you finished at the top there too. It's so pretty.
You know, like heavy metal, high end song. Like,
yeah.
I love all those.
Oh, it's pretty.
I think the Love Lost songs are so much more, I don't know, touching than that. I've got love songs. You know?
Yeah. Well, the I write lots of lost ones. It's accidental, isn't it? Like you keep wanting to write like it's amazing, but they're just so beautiful. I remember when when Sinead's version came out of that song and singing it loudly and crying a lot probably.
I remember her talking in interviews. They weren't interviews with me, but I'd read interviews that she had done in which she had said like her mother had passed away, and so the cheer was for the mother, and that's why she sings in the last verse, all the flowers in the backyard.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like, I was trying to think of, I'm not very good at this, remembering names of things. There's a song by Bread, David Gates, and you assume that the song was written for a lover, but actually he wrote it for his father. And it's fantastic to listen to again and go, oh, I see. Not that it matters, because it's wonderful for a lover as well. Like it's just that, but it's just that the lines. Suddenly, when you realise it could be for a parent, it's really neat that you could tuck that in your pocket when you wanted to appreciate your parents as well.
I don't know if you have the same when you're writing songs, but with me, sometimes if it comes out and it's too personal, if it gives details, names, I kind of like to go in there and play around with the words just a little bit, just to make sure it doesn't. I did that with one of the songs. You were talking about the angry song that you wrote after Dylan. And I had an angry song on my first album, but it kind of sounds like ambient punk, I call it. It's quite gentle, really. But with the ukulele, you can't really shred too much. But I had this song on the original version, named the guy. And I thought, well, pretty much address, phone number, and all the things that ought to happen. But so I thought, no, I'm going to have to rewrite this song. Something a little bit more, I guess, general, but still have that kind of personal feeling.
Yeah. I'm going to admit to maybe writing a song in that sort of, like you said, that in my 20s, and I, a fella broke up with me, so I did the usual thing of going home and writing a really, I don't write, I've got like 2 angry songs, seriously. But of going home and writing a song, and I did put it on a disc. I put it on a disc and I gave it to him. I put all the songs that I wrote about him on one disc and gave it to him. And then I think we'd only been going out for a month, so obviously he was quite inspiring. And
looking at the Prince song, 13 days, 7 hours.
But what hilariously what happened years later was I did one of the songs, which was the little sort of the more upbeat one anyway, but it's still cranky. I actually recorded it with and I was really proud of this really fantastic beat that my friend had put underneath it. And I went home to my share house and my friends were there, and I played this song. I was like, "What do you reckon? It's really cool, right? Like we've done a really good job." And I looked up, and I suddenly realised that song had been written about the person who was standing there. And he looked at me, but it had been a long time. It had been like, I don't know, 10 years since I'd written it. So the look of horror on his face. I was like, it's a good song though, right? There wasn't any names in it though, so it's kind of good to take the names out, I suppose. All right. I'll play you a sad song then too. How about that?
Yeah, everybody's going to get completely like crying in the corner. Kleenex box sales will go up.
Well, this one's called "If We Can't Be Together," and I wrote it on on the saddest days I'd experienced at that time. So, but luckily it came out all at once. The luck of having the luck of a song that appears and just relieves you instantly is nice. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Okay.
If we can't be together, it will be very hard. I cried so much last night just thinking about what we miss out on. If we could only try and push on through another storm, do you think we'd find a beach somewhere to lay upon in the sun? With mornings full of kisses scattered everywhere, we'd remember what it was like when we first met, before our silly heads tried to decide. Don't say it's too far gone to give another try. We've made mistakes which now are clearer on the other side. We forgot that we are people, not just pawns of life. And paying bills is nothing compared with making the other smile. 'Cause we had fun, long forgotten evenings before we had a care. We both always wanted the other person there to show them all the wonders we had found. There was sun, mornings full of kisses scattered everywhere. Late for work, we tumble out of tousled hair, wishing away the hours to come back home. If we can't be together, it will be very hard. I cried so much last night just thinking about what we miss out on. If we could only try and push on through another storm, do you think we'd find a beach somewhere to lay upon in the sun? With mornings full of kisses scattered everywhere, we'd remember what it was like when we first met, before our silly heads tried to decide.
Lovely.
All right. Thank you. am I very clangy when I put my headphones on, and am I very noisy?
No, not
No.
at all.
No. Okay. It sounds very noisy here, like I'm stomping around.
No, it seems like it's kind of very smooth and segued and everything.
Oh, nice.
So segued.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking about. I like the production on the album too. It's really beautiful. The just the little sprinkles coming in and out is really nice. I mean, I actually, yeah, it's lovely. Um, will you play us another one of your songs?
One from my new album or my first album?
Oh, either's good. Either's good.
Okay, maybe I'll do this one just because of something that I've heard you sing, and it's actually the first song in the first album. So it was the first song I ever recorded. So in a way that kind of means a lot. And we were talking about the production. I think that the arrangements. I couldn't have drums or anything because I didn't want anything that would drown out the kind of sweetness of the ukulele. It's very easily overpowered.
Yeah.
And on a scale of like 0 to 100, my voice is probably about 1. When it comes to kind of volume and strength, it's not it's more of a kind of, I don't know, yes, it's more of a ukulele voice than an electric guitar voice.
Yes.
And so, having that sort of very gentle kind of backing is really, really important. And I love the arrangements. Like, they're all in my head, like all of them. But this is
Yeah.
this song that I did, and it was called Moon Over Chinatown. And the Chinatown in question is the Chinatown in San Francisco. And it was a kind of about a real incident to some degree. I was sitting there in the kind of back of this tiny apartment I was renting there with a bottle of wine on the floor, which smelled like bottle because I drunk half of it. And just this song came out with all the words at the same time as the piano. And it was great. And I didn't have anything I was recording it on, so I thought, I hope somebody remembered it. So luckily I did. This is me. I see that you've been crying in the candlelight, and all your words have turned to smoke and lies. You never could leave, and I could never let you go. God knows how many times I tried. I'm talking to myself, 'cause you're not listening. I call your name, of course you don't reply. I'm hurting bad, I think this might be over now. Nowhere left to go but say goodbye. But look at the moon shining over Chinatown. A big blue moon spilling shadows on our skin. Come out of the dark and lay down here beside me now. And one more time, go back to where we've been. Moon over Chinatown. I stopped believing in tomorrow, and yesterdays can only fade and die. So love me tonight before you leave me. Tear inside my heart that never dries. look at the moon that's shining over Chinatown. The big blue moon spilling shadows on our skin. Come out of the dark and lay down here beside me now. One last time, go back to where we've been. Moon over Chinatown. Over Chinatown.
Ooh. It's such a picturesque story. I mean, it's beautiful. I was feeling very spoilt just sort of listening in. It's nice, isn't it? It's really good. Yeah, I love yeah, nice title too. I think we have one more song each.
I think can you hear that awful sound outside? Are you okay?
Yeah, is it okay?
It's somebody with one of those like kind of radios that sort of makes cars shake. But I think they just drove by. I think they did.
Yeah, goodness. Is it all safe there apart from the red sky? Are you safe there?
It's a bit wild out here. It hasn't gotten any better during pandemic for sure, you know. It's very unfortunate. There's a lot of people who've lost jobs and have lost their homes, and there's, you know, it's not as sweet as it could be here, for sure.
Yeah. And the fires, I'm not sure exactly where they are. Are you just getting the smoke, or are they really near the town as well?
No, we're not. They're away from us. They're all up north and they're down south and they're on the east. So basically everything other than the water, you know, other than the sea. We've got one side that hasn't got the fire, but all of the winds kind of draw them over the city. And so today has been the most apocalyptic looking, you know. So,
Yeah. Oops, I've lost Sylvie. I'll just give me a few seconds and I'll see if I can get it back again. Hang on a second. I'm just going to send her a message. I think her internet's gone off. 1 minute. All right. Hello. Hello. I've lost you. Out and in again. One second. Pause the video. I'll have to like make a you can sign out and in again.
Are you still there, Melanie?
Yay!
We were just there and suddenly it was like, what the hell? I think it was one of those like 1 second power cuts or something.
Yeah.
Though, because of the fires. It was like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yay! I was like, sometimes I can play a song when people cut out, but I thought I'd wait.
Oh, well, I'm glad we did. I just thought, oh, well, move it around. But then everything all came back on again. So.
Woo! Great. Well, actually, I'll play. I kind of had two songs up my sleeve. One was one of mine called Something to Believe In. Or I have a Declan O'Rourke song.
Oh, that would be. Let me hear you cover.
Do you want the Declan O'Rourke?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Yeah.
That would be, I'd really love to hear you sing it.
Have you heard Declan O'Rourke's songs?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I love him. It's just so beautiful. So I've been walking around the house all day singing this song on repeat. So it's I pulled out the chords so that I could have a go. I think I have to put it up really high on the guitar actually. So I'll be in ukulele zone actually if I put it up very high.
On the fifth fret.
Yeah, it'll be nice when we can do these kinds of things and we could play along with each other, wouldn't it?
It would. Yeah, you might have a problem.
We've got like the buffer at the moment, which is annoying. All right, I'll play Galileo by Declan O'Rourke, and I'll see you in a second. Okay. My hair gets messier every time I take my mic. Oh no! I had it all tuned fancy for the other song. I have to, 1 second. Apparently, I'm going to put you back on the screen, Sylvie, just because it's more fun to have compadres when you're tuning. I'm just going to put you back in here. 1 second. I'm just going to tune up, so it's more fun together. I had it tuned in to open E for the last song. I should have taken those few seconds of blackout to tune up. Somebody wrote the other week though that they missed the sound of tuning, and so they're very happy to get to hear some tuning live on a Saturday night.
It's a bit of a bugger with a uke sometimes though, because under hot lights on a big stage, they just virtually melt, and so it's constant.
Yes. All right, I think I'm done. I'm good. Let's have a look.
Excellent. I'm sitting here ready.
All right, ready spaghetti. Okay. It's funny how if you walk around the house singing something, you may not get it completely right, so I did print out the lyrics for myself. But Galileo fell in love as a Galilean boy. He wondered what in heavens invented such a joy, but the question got the better of his scientific mind, and to his blind and dying days he looked up high and often sighed and sometimes cried. Who put the rainbow in the sky? Who lights the stars at night? Dreamt up someone so divine, someone like you, and made them mine. Love can make you ask some funny questions now and then, but just remember the alternative. For I remember when I was lonely and unhappy, and my lips were cold as ice, but you kissed me, and good heavens, now I'm here in paradise. So if ever I'm not kissing you or looking in your eye, I won't be blind and I won't cry. I'll look up high and gladly sigh and thank the guy who put the rainbow in the sky, who lights the stars at night,
who dreamt up someone so divine, someone like you, and made them mine, someone like you, and made them mine.
That was just lovely, Melanie. It really was.
Thank you. Oh, it's so beautiful. What a beautiful song.
You do it so well.
Yeah, love that. Cool. I'll still sing it all the night. And every time I go outside at night time, I go, "Who put the rainbow in the sky?" Oh, pretty. Well, it's the last song for the night, so I should say thank you so much, Sylvie, for joining me and joining us on this sad day night date night love song show. You're gonna have all these Aussies writing to you now.
Lovely. I like that. Oh, it's been so much fun. Really, thanks for inviting me along. It really has been fun.
That's cool. And
Sad, like kind of mournful, melancholy, reflective, pensive fun.
yes, lovely. And we can write back to the people in the comments later and say hello and all those sorts of things. And everybody go and click on the link at the top and buy Sylvie's album. And you can buy mine too up the top too. So
each song, one of Melanie's and one of mine, and you can relive your very own date night experience.
Yes.
With a wine, with a friend, or without.
Yeah. Lovely.
Thing. Not really.
Really. Yeah. Well, the fun of this is I know that a few people cook their dinner up and they set their TVs up and they sit in front of the TV and watch as a date because some of us aren't allowed out of the house, so it's quite it seems like a lovely I'm happy to you lovely listeners who are sitting in front of the TV with their dinner and wine and enjoying the show.
It's lovely, yeah. Well, I don't think I'll get a date today, but then I'll be able to write more melancholy songs.
Yes. You have to watch out for those Aussies anyway.
I have it.
What song would you like? What song will you finish with?
Actually, I'll probably end with the last song that I wrote for this album. On the first day in the studio, we did sort of like 5 of the songs live to tape, and then that same night I had a horrible accident, and as part of the accident I broke both sides of my wrist and my hand. So I was out of action for playing uke for a long time, and there was still, once it got better and had all the different operations and stuff, there were still things I couldn't do in the way of like stretching. So I thought, well, I could stretch me, but I didn't stretch my hand. And so I'd written this song to be like a kind of, to fill in for one of the songs on the album that I couldn't play. And it's called Sweet California. It's kind of, California doesn't feel very sweet right now, to be honest. What with all the fires and dams and everything. But it was a song about kind of coming back to a love and hoping that love is still there, One of those songs that instead of it being to like sweet friend down the road, it was Sweet California. So
nice.
This is that song, remember? And it was like one of those songs that had chords that I could play easily, but they sound a bit more complicated than they are. So
yeah.
Leave it. Riding into the sunset, like a cowboy needed you. Dust in the air shines, golden sun. Birds fly, wings stir up the blue. Oh, sweet California, my heart calls out to you. Oh, sweet California. I'm coming home to you. Did you miss me when I was gone? Nights the moon hung on the lawn, and the night birds sang the sweetest song. Don't look back now, only moving on. Oh, sweet California, my heart calls out to you. I wanna feel your warm breath on my skin. Let the ocean wash away my sin. Oh, sweet California. Oh, sweet California. I'm coming home to you.
Woo! Yay. Oh, it's lovely playing music with you, Sylvie. Thanks so much for joining us. It was really nice. Yeah. Well, we can say goodbye to everybody, and I can see you after. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening in. And yep, go grab the records following the link at the top. And we'll see you soon. And we'll write back to you in the comments. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.